Well, greetings, everybody. Welcome to Be the Cause of Life on Purpose, our daily dose of awakening the leader within so you pursue sovereign choices in your life. I'm very excited to be here today because we're talking about, as you can see, be the cause of motivation. I actually get this question a lot. Where does your energy come from? And it's been true since I was a little kid that I've had a very deep well of access to self-motivation. And over the years, I've realized that it's come from yesterday's subject that Sarah shared with us about love. And it also comes from a deep passion I have for the miracle it is that we're even alive. And I think it also comes from an appreciation for how I get enlivened when I'm with other people. Now, those of you that are introverts might call that only an extrovert's dream or an introvert's nightmare, one or the other. And yet, as I've looked at this question of motivation over time, because of course, as a coach, I spend a lot of time working with people around whether or not the choices they're making, the relationship to their life that they're constructing is congruent with who they are at their core, at the essence of who the being is. Because I think that's actually the secret recipe. I can realize that at various times in my own professional career when I was chasing somebody else's expectation for me, there were always wonderful opportunities, but sometimes the work itself wasn't necessarily complementary to my natural rhythm, my innate capability and creativity. I could will my way through things, but it always had a consequence. I could feel the negative impact on my ability to stay restored. It required more attention to good workout and good food and good sleep and all those sorts of things. And yet, when I was saying yes to the things that were much more congruent with who I am at the center of myself, then the motivation became very easy. In fact, I didn't have to think about it at all. It was effortless. And I feel quite blessed to be at a stage in my life when all the things that I'm engaged in professionally fill me up. I often, although I've learned to not say this to everyone, although maybe I'm doing that now, I don't have a job. I get to do my bliss every day, and I feel very blessed and grateful for that. This opportunity to be with people to awaken their sense of self, who they've become in their lives, and to, in many cases, reclaim their own natural rhythm in the choices they're making, both personally and professionally, is a reciprocal inspiration for me. And so I'm fed by my ability to activate reconnection to essence in other people. That keeps me connected to my essence, and on we go. The infinity symbol. You know, motivation's been studied for a very, very long time. And one of my favorite people is a man, actually it's two guys from Rochester University. Ryan and Daisy are their last names. And they brought forward something called self-determination theory, if you all want to be looking this up. But simply said, the things that we care about, the things that absolutely keep us in the game of life, choosing to continue to be curious and participatory, are three things. Do we perceive ourselves, and do we feel ourselves perceived as competent in the work that we're engaged in? As a result, are the people that we're engaged with giving us the freedom to work autonomously, and not so much independent, but that we're able to make choices and decisions. We're trusted with our competence and our ability to deploy and move something forward. And that those two things combined with the quality of the relationships that we build with others give us a sense of belonging. When belonging and autonomy and competence are all satisfied, those relationships in our lives are going to allow us to have access to what I'd call the artesian well of motivation. So the practice for today with this word and these ideas is for you to ask yourself a question. Each time you set about to go to a meeting or to go walk and have a conversation with someone, or you're wanting some thinking time around a project, whatever it is your day is filled with today, ask yourself, I wonder to what degree this thing I'm working on is absolutely congruent with what you know are your essential qualities and traits, the things that are easy and are always in flow for you. And if they're not, what would you change about the activity or the relationships or the way you're bringing yourself to it in order to connect to that natural rhythm, those essential qualities and traits? Being in the question helps you to attune to making better, more purposeful choices. So there you have it. That's all for today. Be the cause of life on purpose, and today, your motivation. Great to be with you. See you tomorrow.